Rockin's face brightened with a smile when he used his level 1 skill, Berserker, surrounding himself with a fierce black-red aura of rage. This skill enhanced all his abilities by 200%, along with supportive skills. As Berserker activated, Rockin felt a tremendous surge of power flowing through him, accompanied by a vibrant purplish-red aura. It was the moment he had been striving for, a thrilling sense of incredible strength, reaffirming his determination to reach even greater heights. The Orc Chief was amazed by Rockin's incredible power and suspected he had hidden his true strength until now. Rockin surprised the Orc Chief by smashing the ground with tremendous force and swiftly attacking with his axe, aiming for his head. The Orc Chief was caught off guard as Rockin taunted him and skillfully stepped back, laughing wildly. Rockin possessed a relentless resolve that set him apart, surrounded by an unyielding aura. He aimed to end the duel within the 180-second duration of his level 1 Berserker skill. With determination, he charged at the Orc Chief, catching him off guard with his rapid dash. Rockin believed he was faster than the Chief, allowing him to keep up his relentless assault while dodging the Chief's counterattacks. The other orcs were astonished, unable to understand how a human could overpower their chief. Though Rockin seemed to have the upper hand initially, he realized the vast difference in strength between him and the chief. The chief's formidable defense made it hard for Rockin to cause significant damage. Rockin knew he had to land a crucial hit to gain an advantage. As he dodged and attacked, he saw a chance to break through and lunged forward. Unfortunately, the chief anticipated his move, threw his sword, and shattered Rockin's battle axe. Notifications appeared, indicating his health was now below 30%, and the Berserker skill had an 80-second cooldown. As Rockin observed the Orc Chief preparing to strike again, he berated himself for his foolish mistake. He knew the boss monster wouldn't rely on basic attacks alone. With renewed determination, Rockin confronted the Orc Chief, aiming to end the battle. The Orc Chief activated Iron Body, boosting his defense, and they clashed again. However, much to the Orc Chief's surprise, his sword broke under Rockin's relentless assault. Rockin swung his battered weapon, declaring anything possible, and activated his skill strike, slashing at the Orc Chief and drawing blood. Moments later, a window appeared, announcing Rockin's victory over the Orc Chief, called Tarchal. The Orc Chief was taken aback at the thought of losing to a mere human, but Rockin proudly claimed victory. Although the other orc monsters were puzzled by their leader's defeat, they recognized Rockin's strength and acknowledged him as a true warrior. Rockin's triumph resulted in a level up and the acquisition of new titles and rewards from the system. Rockin's Berserker status was about to end, so he wisely used a high-grade health potion to boost his HP and stay safe. The system granted him the title Orc Chief Level 1 Slayer, which enhanced his abilities when facing stronger opponents. He also earned the unique title of Honorary Orc Warrior, which garnered respect from the Orc Warriors, eliminating faction penalties and hostility from the Cagetown Orcs camp. Thrilled by these accomplishments, Rockin looked forward to more adventures. However, to his surprise, the other orc monsters respected him now that he had defeated their chief, and they no longer wished to fight him. This change caught him off guard, but he saw it as a positive development and embraced the newfound trust of the Orc Nation. The orcs even bowed to him, expressing their honor and admiration. Touched by their gesture, Rockin felt grateful for the recognition and looked forward to future challenges with optimism. Later in downtown Cogton, Rockin sat by the fountain, reflecting on his impressive level, up after 2 victorious battles. He considered defeating more orc monsters to reach a level, up of 30. Excited about future adventures with new allies and abilities, Rockin embraced the challenge. Recognizing the need to enhance his prospects, Rockin decided to learn the skill of butchering after witnessing a skilled merchant. This skill allowed him to sell scraps and monster skins for extra income to purchase rare material. The library presented another opportunity to enhance his knowledge by reading skill books and learning first aid skills to save money on health potions during critical situations. With improved equipment and skills, Rockin prepared to embark on the main quest, leading him to the Keaton Sewer's underground drainage. Despite the putrid stench, he ventured forward, encountering and defeating monstrous rates to collect their tails and choppers as reward. After bravely facing a horde of rat monsters, Rockin earned the title of Rat Hunter by slaying 200 sewer rats. Observing the mutated rates, Rockin suspected a nearby source of the plague. His intuition proved correct when he encountered a level 23 plague rate monster. Rockin faced a repulsive rat boss monster that attacked him with poison. Skillfully dodging its attacks, Roken cut off the monster's tail and encouraged it to submit. But the right monster retaliated with another poison attack, poisoning Roken in the process. Undeterred, he used War Cry to weaken the monster and delivered a powerful strike to its stomach. Despite being poisoned, Roken pressed on, defending himself and determined to win. Realizing the boss could recover their health, Roken decided to take on the challenge. He skillfully dodged the monster's attacks and combined dash and strike for a decisive blow. Even as the boss attempted to heal, Roken continued striking until the creature was defeated. After the victory, Roken's level increased, and he gained immunity to the rat monster's poison. Now he aimed to obtain specific items, including the Butcher skill and a Plague Rates crystal. However, the crystal came with a curse, lowering his stats and vitality. Roken remained composed, having faced the curse before, and was determined to escape the dismal place. After completing the sewer clearing mission and defeating the gutter rats, Roken received 10 silver as a reward. He showed the rat boss's crystal to a guard, who noticed a curse mark on Roken's face. Worried about potential trouble, the guard asked Roken to take the cursed gem to Starion and report it to the Lord of the Witches Guild. Despite the risk, Roken accepted the mission, enticed by the rewards. The guard gave him 5 low-grade potions for the journey. Roken planned to take a shower due to the strong stench from his recent battles. Filled with determination, Roken faced a towering building, impressed by its grandeur compared to the unimpressive Berserker guild he encountered before. Despite injuries, Roken pressed on, feeling frustrated by the lack of attention the guild received. He felt weak, with only 30% vitality remaining. Inside the tower, Roken met a bespectacled man who advised him to take a shower before arriving. Roken explained his need for recovery after finding the cursed gem in the sewers. The old man recognized the gem as the Plague's jewel and understood Roken's situation. When asked to hand over the gem, Roken hesitated, surprising the old man. Roken questioned the man's identity and even brandished his axe. The elderly man was flustered and questioned Roken's intention. Roken questioned if the old man was truly Steroian and whether he could defend against his attacks. As tension rose, Roken stopped his axe-wielding stance when a nearby plant pleaded for him to stop. The real Steroian emerged from the plant, confirming it was a test of Roken's abilities, though unexpected since they didn't anticipate a berserker. Roken's keen observation exposed the mage's disguise, earning him the title the one who sees through lies. The system praised him and granted a 20 increase in resistance to illusion skill. He also gained a special ability called the Bell of Truth, capable of discerning lies from truths. After delivering the crystal and receiving healing, Roken confirmed the authenticity of the Steroian wizard. He witnessed the wizard examining the crystal and engaging in a powerful clash of magic. The crystal had infected sewer rates, posing a potential weapon of havoc against humans. Roken realized the enemy's sinister plan to spread the plague through the city's sewers, starting from the slums. He believed he had passed 10 chain quests by unraveling this mystery. The wizard hurriedly made plans to inform the captain of the guards before leaving. 2 days ago, the wizard had instructed Roken to meet him again after 2 days. The system notified the wizard and the captain of the guard about the search for the individual responsible for the Plague's jewel in the Khitan sewers. Roken wondered whether to leave now, as this game was unlike any he had encountered before. A public announcement suddenly thanked a user for completing the first quarter of the main scenario. This led to the renaming and removal of other quests. Roken was shocked to discover that the Plague Outbreak quest, part of the 10 chain quests, had disappeared due to his actions. Now, he was the only one able to continue with the main scenario. However, this also meant he had to face more challenging quests than before. With only 2 days remaining until the witch's return, Roken spent time at the burial area, observing a young man with new equipment, an axe, throwing axes, and shield armor. Roken wanted to use these items to level up until he reached level 50. While wandering around the cemetery, he made a surprising discovery: a prosthetic leg that belonged to a footless gravekeeper. Placing the leg in a tombstone's hole, Roken unlocked a hidden passage to a dungeon called the Graveyard Under the Moon. This discovery earned him the title Seeker, granting him improved eyesight in the dark and a better chance of finding hidden devices. Inside the dungeon, Roken faced level 25 old grave skeleton monsters and skillfully defeated them. Even when confronted by a level 30 skeleton warrior boss, Roken fearlessly showcased his battle prowess. After the encounter, Roken's level increased to 22, and he planned to wisely allocate stat points for efficient hunting, aiming to reach level 30 before the main scenario emerged. as Rockin quickly defeated a skeleton with one strike, gaining power and reaching level 30. Weaker skeletons posed no threat to him after defeating the boss monster. Pleased with his success, Rockin hunted relentlessly for 2 days, leveling up rapidly and accumulating a considerable amount of money, 80 gold and 80 silver. He now owned multiple sets of the coveted skeleton knight armor, considering selling them for future investment. Leaving the excellent hunting grounds, Rockin realized he could make money by selling information about the area to guilds in need of training grounds. He wondered what he would buy with his newfound wealth, contemplating a new weapon or accessory with enhanced stat. Upon returning to the wizard's stairway, Rockin found the wizard casting a spell on a book. The wizard had to leave abruptly due to urgent business, and they had not yet found the culprit. To aid the investigation, the wizard suggested using the memories of the land, a magic crystal showing past events and location. Rockin agreed to help and was asked to gather orc warrior blood and savage monster blood. However, being an honored orc warrior himself, he couldn't hunt fellow orcs. So he considered an alternative approach. Rockin sought help from his orc friends at the camp gate to fight the savages, but they declined since it is dishonorable. Disheartened, Rockin sought another plan. Approaching the savage nation, a gatekeeper challenged Rockin, and he fought back with his mighty axe. However, obtaining the savage monster's blood proved tough due to their strong sense of honor. Yet Rockin's agility helped him defeat an orc monster effortlessly and acquire a vial of monster blood. He bore no grudge against the orc, but drew more savage monsters, forcing him to hide. Rockin manipulated the situation, making it seem like the orcs were behind the gatekeeper's murder, igniting a conflict between the two species. He enjoyed the unfolding chaos and approached the orcs innocently to learn more. Upon learning about the savage monster's threat, the orcs were in a state of emergency. Rockin suggested a preemptive strike on the savage nation to avoid potential danger to their village, which was met with excitement, especially by the large orc chief who knew about a previous incident involving the savages. The new orc chief was informed and enthusiastically agreed to attack the savage nation. This declaration spurred the orc warriors into action as they prepared for the upcoming battle. Rockin was reassured that his plan was gaining momentum, and he invited all the orc warriors to embrace the battle with eagerness, receiving a spirited response from the entire troop. Armed with weapons and torches, the orc warriors looked unusually aggressive, leaving onlookers puzzled about their behavior change. Some players felt uncertain about facing the orc warriors on the battlefield. One warned the other to flee to avoid falling victim to the orc monsters, fearing they would be overwhelmed. Amid the tension, Baikal spotted a human figure among the orcs, raising questions about his identity. He recognized the person as Rockin and urgently warned his colleagues to flee. However, one of them insisted on watching. As Baikal tried to explain, a monstrous orc suddenly emerged and dragged the person away into the orc crowd. Rockin recalled being challenged to a duel by this man before. Baikal pleaded for assistance, but the orc warriors punished him for disrespecting their esteemed warrior. The orc warrior interrogated Rockin about his connection to Baikal, but Rockin pretended not to remember. The orc then ordered his companions to continue beating Baikal while he was conscious. Amidst the chaos, the orcs clashed with the savages, leaving no survivors. Rockin managed to obtain a vial of orc warrior blood, thrilling him. Observing the savages' fierce fight, he joined in using warcraft skills, astonishing them. Rockin's ultimate goal was to confront the stronger savage chief, as they lacked the orcs' 1-1-1 combat rules. During the confrontation, Rockin surprised the savage chief with a powerful attack, disarmed him, and dealt a heavy blow. The savage chief's subordinates were all dead, and he was surrounded by the entire orc nation. Rockin beheaded the savage chief, achieving a significant level up. His triumph earned Rockin the title Conqueror of the Harsh Forest, granting him stat boosts in forest environments. The orcs celebrated their victory. Meanwhile, Rockin gained another title, Black Curtain, for accomplishing 2 feats at once. This title increased the player's intelligence and knowledge by up to 20 points, allowing them to use identity disguises. Rockin was surprised to acquire this title as he had aimed for a different one initially. He realized that the system didn't recognize the orc nation as his ally, but he earned their respect nevertheless. Despite the title change, Rockin was content because he gained extra stats and the ability to disguise himself. The orc camp emerged victorious against the savage nation, and Rockin completed his mission. Now, he decided to return to the old man. Upon reaching the wizard tower, Rockin found his request ready sooner than expected. He became the first apprentice of the esteemed magician, granting him increased strength, stamina, and tenacity by 10 points, along with a 5% movement speed bonus. The skilled magician prepared a potion for Rockin to deliver to the material's intrinsic, earning him 3 silver coins and experience points as a reward. This marked the last request from Cacheton City, and Rockin was now ready to begin his journey to Trinsic City.